Hi, everybody.
Hello there.
I'm Jerry.
And I'm Linda.
A different kind of show today. We've had some house guests.
We have. We've had Jerry's sister, Dottie, and her husband, Tom.
They've been here about 10 days. It's not their first visit. Now, they came last year as well. But on today's show, we're going to look back to the time when we moved to the Villages.
Right.
And we're going to get their feelings on that, what their preconceived notions were about the Villages. Then how did they feel the first time they saw it? And now that they've spent basically more than 2 weeks here, we're going to find out what they think of it now. So we hope you'll enjoy this. It's my sister, her name is Dottie, and my brother-in-law, Tom. Can you remember back to 2018 when out of the blue you heard that Linda and Linda's right here.
I'm right here.
We're moving to the Villages?
Oh, yes. I remember that well.
And what was your thought at that time?
Couldn't believe it. Didn't understand it. And just really didn't believe it.
Yeah, because I've been in Southern Indiana my whole life, right?
My whole life.
And decided to come down here. Now, when I came down here, you heard the word the Villages.
Yes.
What were your preconceived notions before you got here?
I'm not sure I had heard anything about it, but since that time, I've heard quite a bit from people that, don't live here and what they think the Villages is. Now,
that's always the case. People that want to promote the rumors and the
Right.
talk, they haven't been here, have they?
Right.
So what kind of things did you hear about ahead of time?
Well, very old people that come here that, basically come here to die more than anything. You don't really...
Yeah, we were expecting all wheelchairs and walkers.
Yes.
People, just barely making it.
Yes.
Well, when we had not experienced the Villages either until basically 2 months before or a month and a half before we moved here. And my preconceived notion was it was like the movie Cocoon. It was a little settlement like that. And I expected Wilford Brumley and Don Amici to come out when we got here. But
I didn't know what to expect, honestly.
All right, so that was 2018, and we moved, and we didn't have much contact with you all for a while, and then 2019 passed, 2020, the pandemic.
Yes.
And then 2021, 22, and 2023, I finally got you to come down.
Pretty much...
Deliberations.
Yes. Trying to convince me to do it. I'm a homebody, and I don't travel a lot.
And you came down, and you flew down, and we went and got you at the airport and brought you here. And Tom joined you soon after, so he wasn't with you when you first came. So when you came down, what were your first impressions when you got here? Did it pretty much meet your expectations that you had before?
It exceeded, really. It was all very nice. I love how everything was just so the lawns were well manicured. The people were outgoing and friendly.
And you had a lot of activities to choose from and things to do.
Lots of clubs and activities. And like I said, I'm a homebody, so I don't do a lot. But Linda has gotten me out and got me doing some things.
Tom, you joined her during the end of that week, and you stayed a good while. What did you think when you first pulled in here?
Oh, I thought it was just a beautiful place. I pulled in. Of course, I had my boat with me. I had a big boat and a big truck, and I wondered how we was going to park it and all that. And we finally got all that worked out. And like you was mentioning, the activities. We went and played ukuleles, and we went and played bocce ball, and it was just so many things to do. And we came without any plan, and that's kind of like the way I like to go to vacation. Is not to have anything planned or scheduled. We did the things that you had planned, and it was just we could sit around and relax. The beautiful lanai you have out here and stuff. So
well, and I want to say too, I think Tom's preconceived notions, he had kind of an attitude about it. I think we both did. We didn't expect to like it. We didn't expect any of this, and we were pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, I know Tom in particular, although he's a fisherman, he doesn't love the super hot weather.
Right.
And, a lot of our year has hot weather. But, we're going to talk about it a little bit, but you've seen some of that this week. You've seen the hotness.
Yes.
Okay, so you're here, and you've realized that it's not a bunch of old people and walkers.
Right.
You went home, and Did you think about coming back?
Yes, definitely thought about coming back. I had the most wonderful time, and it was just nice to be here. It felt like I was at home. Linda was a perfect hostess.
Well,
She
thank you,
does
Dottie.
everything to make you comfortable. She really does.
And so you guys did come back. You came back about 6 months later,
Yes.
and you've been here this week. You both flew in and rented a car and came down. How was that experience?
Well, the airplane was so cold. I mean, it was so cold that we couldn't hardly stand it. But other than that, I mean, it took less than 2 hours to get here. So, I mean, it just didn't take long at all, you know.
And you're coming from the Louisville, Kentucky area. That's the
Right.
airport you flew out of.
Right.
You and I both were raised and lived our entire lives in southern Indiana.
Right.
Just across the river from Louisville, Kentucky. So now you've come to this new place and you've come back again. How does it relate in terms of shopping and eateries and things like that?
Oh, there are so many places to shop and so many places to eat, and it's nice to try all of them. As Jerry said, I do like to eat.
We all do.
You can probably tell that a little bit, but we've just really enjoyed all the places that we've been. There's just so much to do.
And how about you, Tom? You're kind of a connoisseur. Have you been able to find the kind of places to eat that you like?
Oh yeah, we had some wonderful seafood. We went down to a place called Crystal River and had some real good fresh shrimp and oysters both. We've had steak. We've had Italian food. I mean, we've had a wonderful variety of food. Linda fixes breakfast fit for a king. All you have to do is get up in the morning and snap your finger, and the breakfast appears in front of you. So it's been a wonderful.
He doesn't get that at home, folks.
Yeah.
And I also know, Tom, you play music. You love music. How'd you find the entertainment down here?
Oh, it was superb. I mean, we went out probably 3 nights with you guys to different squares. I went out one night by myself. We actually ran up on a couple from Canada, and it was just her singing and him playing the guitar, and I mean, it was amazing. We sat there probably for 2 hours with a couple that we met. All 4 of us met from another couple from Canada. They let us join them at their table because they had shade and we didn't. And it's just been a wonderful experience. The music. I mean, I would probably do that 6 nights a week if I lived here. Even if she didn't go, I would get on the golf cart and ride down
would do it by
because I
himself.
just love live music and it's there was a variety. I mean, I went to one night it was all disco music. We went to one night it was old rock and roll stuff, and then the couple there at the Sawgrass it was just they did a big variety. So the entertainment is wonderful right now.
I want to give them a plug. The group at Sawgrass was a duo, and it was an acoustic duo. Sandra and Alex. Their last name is LaKid. And I'm going to tell you, I don't know if she'll watch this or not, but I don't think I've heard a more talented singer in the Villages than Sandra.
I was thinking the whole time I was listening to her, I was thinking she could be on The Voice. I mean, she was
very
that
good.
good.
And she came out. I mean, she came out off the stage and came to our table and talked to us. I mean, it was she was very personable. Her husband, I went to the stage and talked to him, and he has a very strong French accent.
Thick accent.
And so he didn't talk a whole lot, but she talked, to everybody out in the crowd. She walked around to all the tables and met everybody. So it was a very nice experience with them.
Yeah.
Well, since you've been here, we've tried to expose you to a lot of our friends, although honestly, some of our best friends are snowbirds and they're gone.
Right.
But what do you think of the people you've met here?
Oh, wow. So positive and so helpful. And, I think something that I kind of thought about, I don't know if I heard someone say this or if I thought of this myself, people don't come here to die. They come here to live. I have never seen so much activity in so many different clubs, and everyone's so helpful. And you can ride bikes, the golf carts go everywhere. It's just wonderful. You can go through a drive-through with your golf cart. Everything is so convenient.
Well, when the first time we came, Jerry, you took us to meet a lady named Erin, and she's much older than us, and she bounces around on these shoes at the different squares at night dancing. And we actually seen her one night this week while we were here, and she remembered us coming to her house and stuff. She has a very beautiful home. It's painted all different. She lives in an area of the villages of the older part where there's not so many restrictions. And she had a mural painted on her garage, and the house was just many different colors. She was just a very friendly person, and that's kind of most of the people we meet. I mean, we've met all your friends that we've met have, especially the ones this time that we knew from before. I mean, you would have thought we've known them for 10 years. Yeah.
And nobody, according to some of the preconceived notions, nobody tried to push politics on you, did they?
Not at all.
No.
Nobody even brought it up.
You couldn't tell. You don't know if our friends are Republican, Democrat, Libertarian, or whatever they are.
No idea.
Yeah. So that's been very positive.
Yes.
And the weather. Let's talk about it.
Oh yeah. It's
now,
been beautiful.
You thought it's beautiful.
I think it's been beautiful.
And you've been here one of the hottest weeks ever.
Right.
So, did you find the evenings okay?
Very nice. I mean, we would have come sooner, but we had, my mother-in-law has cancer, and we didn't know if she was going to have a surgery. So we waited to come until we found out for sure about her situation. And we came, Tom is not real fond of the hot weather, but even though some of the days have been really hot, we've gone to the pool, Linda and I, and had a good time, in the pool. And the nights have been really nice listening to music. I mean, there's always been a breeze. It has been.
But our future visits will be between October and April.
Yeah.
You can bet on that.
And you went out, actually just sort of on a curiosity mission. You went out with one of our realtors, or our sales agent, Barbara Lightbody, and she showed you some places. What were your impressions after that?
I loved everything that I saw, but I was struck by how nice Jerry and your lanai was compared to some of the others. But I love the fact that most of them all have a lanai that you can sit on and enjoy the scenery and the birds. And that's something else I've noticed. And I think it's because Linda feeds them. But they have so many birds and, things like that, some wildlife that you can see.
And we were talking about your friends that we met before and now. And one of your set of friends that are gone is Mike and Mary Colseth. Mm-hmm. And I just wanted to say thank you to them. They left their golf cart with you guys so that we could all ride it and enjoy things together. And that's very nice to be able to do that. Now, the golf cart didn't have cup holders in the back. Oh my. But, Mike said he would take care of that. So I'm sure next time I get in that golf cart, it'll have cup holders in the back.
Yeah, no doubt. Of the areas that you saw, did you develop a fondness for one area over another?
Oh, gosh, that's really hard to say because they were all so different. I really liked Spanish Springs. I mean, it has kind of a neat look to it. The designs and everything, but not really. There are so many different places to go, and I liked Sawgrass, the square there. I thought that was very nice, the way they had it laid out. You had some cover so that there wasn't, a whole lot of sun. But yeah, they're all.
You took us through a neighborhood yesterday, and that struck me. All the houses were different colors. They had some blues and some oranges, and the stucco was different colored. I like that. I mean, it was nice that all of them weren't just kind of white or kind of sandy colored. I like that area. It was very nice.
Yes.
Okay. Well, listen, we are tickled to death that you came, and we want you to come back.
Absolutely.
And we're glad that that you have a positive outlook now, because before,
very much so.
And it wasn't unique to you. A lot of people that have never been here think it's one thing when really it's another.
Rumors, you hear all kinds of rumors, and believe me, I've not seen anything like what I heard when I came here. It's just been really nice people. It's just been lovely.
I never ever dreamed that I would think of living in Florida.
But here he is.
We are looking at houses and stuff, and I couldn't do it full time, but I would definitely come here 4 months out of the year and laugh at all my friends while they're shoveling snow back in Indiana and Kentucky.
Yes.
So
and I would miss my grandkids, but it would be a good place for them to come and visit.
Yeah, we'd have a nice place for everybody to come to.
Yeah.
Well, we thank you all both for coming to see us, of course, and visiting the villages and sharing our life.
Well,
And I
thanks
know
for
it's not
having
easy to
us.
appear on camera like this, and you
No,
did it like a couple of
it's not.
pros.
With no makeup on.
You look great. And
It's
you
been
know
a
what?
wonderful time, and we really thank you guys so much. I mean, we've just had a wonderful time. It's it's just a place, and we'll be back, and we're probably going to stay another 8 or 9 days. So
Perfect.
Yeah, I mean, I want to stay.
There are plenty of homes for rent, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, we need to do a lifestyle visit and come back.
That would be fun to do. That's
Well, we'll leave a light on for you. And again, thank you so much for being with us.
Thanks for having us.
see you when we get here.
Yeah.
Well, what did you think?
I think they kind of like the place, Jerry.
Yeah, it's kind of been a 180-degree turnaround.
Right.
Things didn't start off so well, but they're having fun. Dottie has really stepped it up and come out of her shell a little bit, and she's been exercising and socializing, and that girl can eat, let me tell you.
She's not going to like it. You said that. We all like to eat here in the Villages. But anyway, we've had a great time, and we've certainly enjoyed having them here and can't wait for them to come back.
That's right.
If you liked our video today, please press that like and subscribe button and share it with all your friends. Until next time.
See you when you get here.